James and the Special Coaches. Gordon, the big one, had broken his speed record. Ha! Anything that old Shrew can do, I can do too. Some special visitors came to photograph him. He was meant to collect them in his special polished coaches. There was going to be a celebration at the big station in the evening. James was stuck helping Thomas and Duck tidy the yard. "Dirty trucks, dirty sidings," grumbled James. "Oh, be quiet, James," said Duck. "This'll all pay off in the evening when the yard is nice and neat." "You're shunters. You like this sort of thing. I should be delivering workmen or bringing supplies." "Well, you're stuck here, James. Faster we're done here, the faster we can get to our other jobs," replied Thomas. "And the quicker we can help set up for the celebration," Duck added, "then the quicker we can see Gordon be rewarded. "All right, I get it," replied James. "Wait, the faster we can see Gordon be rewarded. Come on, you two, let's get to shunting." Thomas and Duck were confused. "Thomas, does James seem off to you?" "What do you mean?" "Well, he seems more eager to shunt than usual. He's probably just excited for the ceremony." But Duck still had his suspicions. Later, when Duck and Thomas had finished shunting, James was nowhere to be found. The coaches had seemed to disappear as well. "What the?" asked Duck, perplexed. "Where did James go?" "More like, where did the coaches go?" replied Thomas. "Well, you'd better find them," a workman joined in. "The celebration is in 2 hours." So Duck and Thomas set off. Meanwhile, James was speeding down the main line. "What a lark! What a lark! Everyone will marvel at the mix of the splendid coaches with my splendid sparkly paint." The fat controller was waiting at Crosby for Thomas and Duck. "Any sign of James?" he asked. "No," the engine said. The fat controller climbed aboard Duck. "We shall search for him. We must hurry, as the celebration will start soon." Thomas and Duck both started back down the line. James had stopped at Edward's station for water. "Hello, James," said Edward. "What are you doing here?" "Say, aren't those Gordon's special coaches?" "I'm just taking them for a spin," James replied. "Well, you'd better start heading back. The ceremony is in 1:30. Just a few more stations, then I'll return." James puffed away. Thomas and Duck rolled into the station. "Edward, have you seen James?" asked the fat controller. "Why, yes, you've just missed him. He's headed to the hill." "Then we'd better hurry," Thomas jumped in. The two engines sped away. "See you at the celebration, Duck." "James, we should really take on water," his driver finally said as they began to head back to Knapford. "Please, we're almost at the next station," replied James. "Honestly, I don't know how I agreed to this," muttered his driver. Suddenly, James began to slow down. Whoa, what's happening? James's driver didn't bother responding. Thomas and Duck rolled around the bend and came to a stop next to James. James, I shall speak to you later, because right now the ceremony is supposed to start, and we will be late at this rate, said the Fat Controller. He checked his watch. We're already late. Could we take on water at the next station? Asked James. No time for that, replied Duck. We have to get to Knapford on time. Do you two think you can pull James and the coaches all the way back? We can try, said Thomas. Duck went in front of James, and Thomas went to the back. Slowly but surely, they made their way to the big station. Gordon was waiting at the platform. Watchers grew impatient, and Gordon was getting anxious. Then they heard a familiar whistle. It's Thomas, peeped Percy. About time, grumbled Gordon. James was uncoupled, and Duck shunted him into a siding next to the station. Thomas gave Gordon his coaches, the crowd cheered, the guards whistle blew, and Gordon steamed off down the line. Later at the sheds, the Fat Controller came to visit James. James, your little stunt today was unacceptable. You will head to the docks tomorrow and work there until further notice. And with that, the Fat Controller walked away. James stared into the distance sadly, but I think he deserves his punishment, don't you?